Hey YouTube, I'm Jess. Welcome to a new video. Today's video is going to be my summer favorites. I have been loving some stuff lately and I wanted to share it with you. If you guys want to check out anything that I'm talking about today, I'm going to have links to it all in the description box down below. But in today's video, I'm going to talk about all kinds of stuff. I've got books, I've got makeup, I've got skincare, I've got hair care. We're going to talk about my drink of the summer. It's going to be great. So if you guys want to see some of my favorite things of the summertime, then just keep watching the video. Let's start with skincare because I have the two things sitting right in front of me here. Dun, 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 dun. If you guys watch my vlogs, you will have seen me talk about these a lot before. The first item that I want to talk about is the Ishtree Spot Saver Mugwort Ampoule. This is my third bottle of this, so I felt like I needed to mention it on here. This is an ampoule, so it's super thin. It's almost the consistency of water, and you're going to use this as the first step in your skincare routine. So what this is going to do, first of all, is it's going to dampen the skin so that the rest of the skincare that you put on top is going to be able to sink in better into your skin. It's better to apply your skincare on top of damp skin than it is dry skin. The reason why I actually love this so much is because of how much I feel like it helps the health of my skin. So I'm someone who has always struggled with acne, textured skin, oily skin. I've just never been a nice skinned gal, and for the past year, my skin has been the best that it's been since I was like a preteen. And I feel like a lot of that is due, number one, to the fact that my hormonal acne has pretty much for the most part cleared up. The rest of the quality of my skin I feel like has really improved as well, and I attribute that to the skincare that I use, as well as like exercise and hydration and all of that stuff, you know, like the lifestyle things. But this product contains mugwort, which is known to be an anti-inflammatory product, and so my skin is often just angry, and I feel like it doesn't get like that anymore, and I think that it is because of this product right here. I love this. I love to just take a huge squirt of it, cover it all over my face. It feels so calming, refreshing. It's like the best thing to put on your face first thing in the morning. If you had like a little skincare fridge and you kept this in there, that would be like next level morning skincare routine. Like that would just feel incredible. I love this guy right here, and I actually have a discount code for this, which I will leave next to the link in the description box down below. Another product that I actually got on the same website as this that I want to talk about, it's a Korean skincare website called Stylevana. That's where my discount code is good for. This is a retinol serum. People around me have been using retinol for years. Like I'm 33, so like for many years, the people around me have been using retinol and telling me that I need to use retinol. And I just started using this at some point last year, and I cannot believe the difference that it makes to my skin. Everything is smoother, everything is brighter. I just feel like everything is more plump. I like that this is a serum because I can combine it with my other serums at night before I go to bed and then lock it in with my moisturizer. Retinol can be harsh on your skin, especially if you're using it too many days in a row, or if you have sensitive skin, or if your skin isn't used to retinol. This one is a 0.3% serum. I haven't had any issues with it irritating my skin at all. Just be careful, you guys. If you're using a retinol, you need to be on it. You need to be on it with your SPF during the day. So you only want to use retinol at night. During the day, especially in the summer when the sun is out, you got to put your SPF on because the retinol is revealing the new, beautiful, youthful skin that's underneath all of the dead, dry, old skin that's on top, and that skin is really susceptible to sun damage. So definitely want to be using your SPFs if you are using retinol. Next, let's talk books really quickly because they're sitting right here in front of me. So I have been flying through the books lately, and I have a few favorites that I wanted to share with you guys. So the first one that I think that everybody would love is this one right here. This is Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis. I talked about this in my vlog recently, so I don't want to talk about it too much, but it is the story of a woman living in the 1960s who's a scientist, and it kind of details her experience of working in that industry at that time as a woman and just what life in general is like for women in that time. I love writing where every little thing that is mentioned in the book ties in with something else at some point along the way. So even something that's mentioned offhand that you don't think has any relevance comes up again later, and you realize like, oh, that's why she was talking about that before. It's just so beautifully written. It's such a great story. So these are by Jennifer Armentrout. This is A Shadow in the Ember and A Light in the Flame, and these are from the Flesh and Fire novel series. So this story runs kind of parallel to another story by Jennifer Armentrout, and those are the Blood and Ash books. So I read all of the Flesh and Fire and all of the Blood and Ash books that are currently out. Actually, the newest one just came out yesterday and I had pre-ordered it on Amazon and I haven't got my shipping notification yet, which is annoying. I'm excited for that to come in, but of the two separate series that kind of run parallel, I actually much prefer the Flesh and Fire to the Blood and Ash. I just feel like these ones are written better. The story is more engaging. I actually like the characters a lot better as well. So there's 2 books in this series so far and a 3rd one coming. And yeah, I really enjoyed both of these. These are fantasy books that take place in a fantasy world. There are fantasy characters, there are vampires, there are dragons, there are wars, there is magic. They're pretty spicy as well, so if you like a little bit of spice, you will definitely like these. Kind of a lot of spice. Yeah, a lot of spice. If you're not a fantasy reader, these are not the fantasy books for you. I can recommend some other fantasy books for you. Just leave me a comment down below if you're interested in getting into the genre. But if you are into fantasy books, I think you would really like these. So definitely check out the Flesh and Fire series by Jennifer Armentrout. Okay, next up I'm going to talk about this guy right here. So this is the Olaplex number 9 Bond Protector Nourishing Hair Serum. It is an antioxidant rich serum which improves manageability, smooths, and protects all hair types. So this is kind of a last step product after you've shampooed and conditioned your hair. You get out of the shower, you can go in with any of your like leave-in conditioners or detangling products and then go in with this one as kind of your final step. Maybe before an oil, like if you use a hair oil, you would use this and then use the oil to lock everything in. I really love for frizz control. It makes my hair so smooth. So I'll put this in after I've washed my hair before I blow dry it with my blow dry brush, and everything is just smooth as can be. It's shiny. It's also really good for detangling. So my hair is very like curly and wavy, and when it gets wet, it can be hard to get the tangles out. So this is really good to help with that as well. I actually love this product so much that I've invested in 3 other Olaplex products since I've bought this. I'm kind of on a hair journey now. Ever since I did my hair like super blonde for my wedding, which I loved, like no regrets, of course, no regrets. I loved it. Ever since then, I've been feeling like my hair is just quite dry, and I really like having really long hair, and I feel like when my hair is really long and it's dry, it's just kind of unmanageable and it doesn't look good. So I'm on a mission to repair the health of my hair. I have been getting it cut more often. I'm using more hydrating products in my hair as opposed to the products that I was using before, which were more for like lift and bounce and volume. Now we're focusing on like getting moisture and repairing the hair. So I did end up buying the Olaplex shampoo, conditioner, and hair mask, but I just started using those, so I don't want to give a review on them yet, but I do love this guy right here. And I think if you have bleached hair, you should definitely give this a go as well. Okay, let's talk about my drink of the summer. We should have talked about this first because I'm literally obsessed. I don't know if you could get these everywhere, but you can definitely get them everywhere in Ontario. I'm talking about the Bellwoods Brewery Jelly King sour beers. Sour beers in general are my new love. I don't like beer. I'm not a beer drinker, but I do like ciders, and I feel like a sour beer is more similar to a cider than it is a beer, but they're less sweet. So the thing that I don't love about ciders is how sweet they are. So instead of being so sweet, a sour beer is just sour. I love sour. I love things that have like really strong tastes, and the Jelly King is just my absolute favorite. It's not too sour, it's not too sweet, it doesn't have too many like fruity flavors in it. I love that it comes in a big glass bottle, like it's just so fun. It's just been my drink of the summer. I've been obsessed with them. I've been ordering them everywhere, picking them up from the LCBO every time I'm there. So if you guys haven't tried them yet, definitely test out the Jelly Kings. And if you don't live in Ontario, I would highly recommend exploring this world of sour beers. I feel like a lot of older people don't like it. Maybe it's like such a different taste for them, but like people in my mom's generation don't really seem to like the sour beers at all. But a lot of people in my generation really like them. And the younger generation than me, I don't know anyone that old, so who knows? All right, let's talk about a couple of makeup products that I've been loving this summer. The first one is these guys right here. These are the Merit Cream Blushes. So I have 3 different colors. I have Stockholm, which is a really pretty kind of peachy pink. I have Terracotta, which is exactly as it sounds, a nice kind of warm terracotta-y color. And then this one right here, I'm actually wearing today. This is Cheeky, so it's a bit of a darker, more purple toned blush. I just feel like these are so easy. You can wear them with a full face of makeup like I have now, or you can just do a little bit of concealer, something in your brows, and throw on a little bit of blush, and it works for that too. They just have the perfect amount of glow. Like, they're not too glowy, they're not too pigmented, but they're also not like too liquidy where they just disappear either. I just love them so much, and I feel like they're a true standout product from Merit for me, and I actually love a lot of different Merit products, which you guys know. But yeah, I've been basically living off these cream blushes every day this summer. And then the other product that I wanted to shout out is this guy right here. This is the Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax. So over the last year and a half, I've been experimenting with a few different brow waxes. I tried the ABH Brow Freeze and the e.l.f. Brow Lift. Both of those come in little pots, and you need to use a little spoolie to dip into the pot and then apply them through the brows. And I do like both of those. Like, they work really well for sticking the brow hairs up. They also don't leave any kind of white cast or residue in the brows, which is kind of the #1 thing I'm looking for in a brow wax, is for it not to do that. What I didn't like about those is that you needed to use a spoolie to dip into the wax to then go through your brows, because I was, first of all, wasting plastic because I'm having to use this new spoolie like every week to apply that through my brows. And so that's like 50 spoolies or more in a year that I'm going through unnecessarily. And then, yeah, like they just get like full of the product, like the wax, and then it dries, and then I'm like picking it out before I go in to reuse it. I'm someone who's conscious about how much plastic I'm using, and there are plenty of people out there who don't care. So there are definitely people out there who are using like a fresh disposable spoolie every day to apply that, and it's just so wasteful to me. So I saw this Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax, and it's a brow wax that comes in a tube with a spoolie, and the spoolie goes back and stores inside the packaging so that the wax doesn't dry into the spoolie and cause all of those problems that I was just mentioning. And it just seems like genius to me. Like, why are we even using the little pots when we can use it this way? It's just so much easier. Yeah, I just feel like it's way more convenient, and it works just as well. It does a great job of defining and separating my brow hairs and holding everything up in place. And yeah, I have really grown to love this over the past few months, and I'm not really someone who changes out my brow products that frequently. So I feel like this is just gonna be my brow wax like forever going forward, because I just really enjoy it. It works perfectly for me, and it's super convenient. So definitely enjoying the Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax. Okay, and then the last thing that I'm going to talk about today is this guy right here. So this is a lipstick from YSL. This is actually from my Project 10 pan. I've been working on using it up. I just carry it around in my bag with me, so I hardly have any left here, but I absolutely love this product for 2 reasons. Number 1, the finish and the formula of it when you first apply it is so beautiful. I have this like nude lip on right now. I'll just go over top of it to kind of show you how this looks. But it's tinted but sheer, like it's not gonna apply a fully opaque amount of color. It has the most incredible smell. YSL kills the scents in their lip products. Honestly, it's so good. So you get this nice hydrated, glowy, soft, moisturized lip look. But what I love about this product specifically is that when all of this moisture kind of absorbs into the skin, or, you know, transfers off onto your fork or your cup or whatever, it leaves behind the pigment. So it turns into a stain. And so you have this like subtle wash of color on your lips even after the lipstick is gone and off of your lips. So it's kind of like dual purpose and like quite long wear for me in terms of the color. The dewy, like glowy glossiness of it, it doesn't last that long. Any kind of glossy, dewy lip is not going to be that long wearing. but it's long wearing in the way that once that's gone, the tint still remains. YSL does some of the best lip products out of any brand. They have such a wide range. All of the products that I've tried from their lip range, I have always really enjoyed, but this one is definitely my favorite. And as I've been using it all summer, I've just completely fallen in love with this formula, and will definitely pick up some more of these once I finish this one, because it just really doesn't get much better than this, honestly. And that's it, you guys. Some of my favorite things that I've been loving this summer. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the links in the description box down below and leave me a comment so that I know you were here, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.